Hello everyone. How's everyone doing this fine day? It's me, Angie, coming on to do day 13 of my 31 days of Christmas journal makes. We're just going to do a really simple project today. I have stacks upon stacks of, I think that's 8 by 8 pieces of paper, or 6 by 6. I apologize, 6 by 6 pieces of paper, all holiday, Christmas, and this is just one of them. I have several more. I don't know how I accumulated so many, but I thought I'd try and dwindle this down just a bit. So I thought we'd just do an easy project today of just making some Christmas envelopes. They always come in handy to go into pockets, tuck them into different things, put them in your belly bands, just tuck them into different special spots, clip them in your journals, here and there, wherever you need to fill up a page and space. Right, put a nice little journal card on the inside, write a letter, personal note, whatever you want to do with those envelopes is your choice, but they always come in handy. So I thought we would just do some mindless crafting today and make some envelopes. So I have my envelope punch board here, and since I'm using 6 by 6 inch paper, I need to find that measurement. Let's see what we got. If we use a 6 by 6 inch size paper, we'll end up with an envelope. Well, it says card size 3 by 4, so that's kind of small, but let's see how that turns out. And so I'm just gonna, let's start with the first one. Okay, so we got a 6 by 6 paper, so we need to score it and punch it at 2 5/8. So if you're not familiar with the envelope punch board, it's really simple. It takes the measurements out for you. So you just find whatever score mark that they tell you to find, which is 2 5/8. Use the left, bring it to 2 5/8. And you want to butt it up right against the edge. You want to punch it and score it, just like that. Okay? Then you're going to do all 4 sides, but that's the only measurement that you need. From there on out, you're going to use your score line for measurement. You're going to bring that score line right up next to here. Make sure your paper's right up, butted up, right up against the wall there. You're going to punch and you're going to score. That's okay. Then you can go around to the third side, line it up, punch, and score. I'm sure everybody's familiar with this. I can't imagine anybody not being familiar with the envelope punch board, but just in case. And there we go. We've got our template, our layout for our envelope. Okay, we've got a corner puncher on the reverse side here if you choose to punch your corners. And there you go. You've got yourself an envelope. And I think that's a good size. It's a good size. So what you want to do, and you can glue it down just like that. Sometimes, a lot of times, I like to fold over the tip there. So I won't measure. I'm just going to eyeball it here. Try to get it as straight as I can. Oh, and it looks like I scored too hard. Look at that, guys. And it could be the paper's just getting old. I've had this stack of paper literally for I don't know how long. Okay. So there we go. There's our envelope. Okay. And then what you would want to do is come in and round that top corner there, and you've got yourself a cute little envelope. But I'll use this for scraps on something else since it tore. Let's just start on the next one, and I'll try not to push so hard. We'll see what happens. So that was 2 5/8. We're going to do the same thing. Punch and score. Rotate, line it up, punch, and score. Do all 4 sides. Try not to press so hard, okay? So if you want to go around, like so, and there you go, okay? I usually do the sides first, tuck those in, okay? I'm just use a finger press, so I won't use the scoring tool because I don't want my paper to tear. And there you go, you've got yourself a beautiful envelope. Okay, again though, I am going to just try to eyeball this and give a small fold. And there we go. Okay, so let me glue that down. And you can use snail tape, you can use wet glue, depending on the type of paper. This is a pretty thick paper, so I wouldn't recommend using a glue stick, because it's probably just not popping up if you do this little fold over here. Okay, and then this also has a gold foil on it, so you definitely want to put a good adhesion, something that's going to hold and take to that gold foil on there. Okay. Give that a press, give that a hold for a moment. And, okay, we'll just push that to the side because we're going to have a whole bunch of that in a minute. Okay. And there we go. We've got ourselves a nice envelope. Look how pretty that is. And this is some thick paper. I just want to make sure it's going to hold before I let it go. Okay, I think that's it there. Okay, so that's one. Let's just knock out a few of them here. Let's just see what, and we can maybe get some of them decorated. So again, I'm using my 2 5/8 mark. Oops. See, moving too fast. 2 5/8 and score. Okay, rotate. Rotate. So what is everybody working on? I'm sure they're doing journals, and we're just going to knock a few of these out. Like I said, they always come in handy. We'll just call this today's video, we'll just call it Mass Making Christmas Envelopes. Making and decorating Christmas envelopes. This one doesn't seem like it's... Yeah, that one's been cut down. I must have needed a little piece on that, so I'm going to put that one to the side. So we've got a couple blues. Let's find a couple different colors here. Here's a green one here. Let's do this green one. Okay, see if there's any other different colors here. That one's cute. Oh, how about this one? That's, oh, and this one, that one's pretty. Let's do these ones. This one's got a real glossy top to it here, sheen. Because when I'm scoring it, it sounds like it wants to crack on me. I don't know if this one's going to be a good choice because I can hear it cracking, but maybe it won't. We'll see when we do our folds. Okay, and this is the same way. I don't know if you can hear that. Let me be quiet. See if you can hear that when I score it. Did you hear that? Like it's cracking. So I don't know if these ones are going to work or not. Okay, we'll stop there. I think that's plenty. And let's see how this is going to work out. Yeah, see, it looks like, can you see that? Like it's breaking through. We're going to try it. Let's see. Doesn't have to go to waste. What you can always do is go around the edges, maybe with some washi tape or fabric tape. Some washi fabric tape. Yeah, see, that one's tearing. This paper's, so that's okay. This won't go to waste. I'll use those pieces on scraps when I do other projects, making clusters or what have you. The paper will not go to waste. Yeah, I think this one's going to be the same way. Oh, and the paper is so beautiful too. You know what, I'm going to keep this one. I think I have some washi tape that will blend in with this, and I'm just going to go around the edges with some washi tape. Okay, so let's glue this one down. And I won't do that on camera because I remember having one with kind of a gray foiled, but I don't know where it is, so I'll have to find it, and I don't want to keep you guys waiting on camera while I look through my pile of washi tape. But yeah, I'll salvage this one, and I'll ink around the edges, and I'll make something pretty, make a pretty envelope out of this one. Okay, so I'm going to kind of hold that one down as we're doing this one. Yeah, but see, that one's better. I don't hear a whole lot of cracking on those. Okay, fold that down. Try to get it straight as I can. This is some pretty thick paper though, so that's part of it. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of stack them up on top of each other as I go. And actually, I'm going to put that on there.
That was easy.
Okay, so we can just keep the assembly line going. Hope that's enough weight to hold that down. So believe me, when I say envelopes always come in handy. You know, and if you don't want to use Christmas paper, what you can do is just use vintage paper, your digitals, and just decorate them kind of neutral. So then they'll be appropriate, they'll be ready for you and already made for any journal, not just a Christmas journal, because these ones, if you don't use them, then you have to put them aside until next year. But just make them neutral in colors and papers, and then you can use them in any type of journal if you want. But I'm just working on Christmas goodies right now in this series, so okay. Looks like that one's glued down well. Okay, see how many do we got here? 1, 2, 3, we got 6. We would have had 8, but those 2 tore on us, but that's okay. We'll put these off to the side, and we'll definitely use those for something else. Okay, so now, oh, we forgot to round our tips, and I do like that. So let me go back in and round those. Okay. And we got that done. Hold on to the glue because we'll probably need that again. Okay. And there we go. We've got ourselves some very pretty already envelopes. Okay. Just using some 6x6 paper. So let's see if we can get a couple of these just decorated a little bit here. Pull out some Christmas treats. See what we've got. Oh, I like that. That black on that gold is really pretty. Got some little stamps. Put a stamp up in the corner. I like that too. That's real pretty. We could use a little bit of book page. Give it a little vintage feel. And what we're gonna do is just, we won't put too much thought into it. We're just gonna go with the flow. And we want a little bit of book page to stick out so it can be seen. Just like that. We'll mat that. And then we're gonna tear a slight border. And I'm right-handed. Sorry guys, I gotta go all the way around the world here just to get a tear. Just like that, just a little slight mat. Then we can bring in a little ink. And you can use your vintage photo or you can use some holiday colors. I think the vintage photo will look nice since all this is all gold and shimmering. We'll go neutral. You know, we could even, let's see. I mean, I don't know. Maybe not that blue. Let me see, what was this other one? This gray. I mean, we can even double mat it. Just a thought. Let's just see how that's going to look. Okay. I just want to get a feel here. Bring in a little more ink. And you can't go wrong layering, right? Maybe bring in some. That's nice. Let's do that. Okay. Okay. Hold this up so I can kind of see where the middle is. Looks pretty good. Okay. Maybe some trim. cute. I say bring in some bling, but I think the envelope is shimmery and shiny enough. We don't really need any bling on this one. But you could run a little bead of something across there, put a little stamp. Put yourself a pretty little journal card inside, handwritten note. If you're giving the journal away, or this, if you're giving this, make a great gift. If you're giving this away, write a nice little personal note inside. And could have brought this down a little bit, but that's okay. We could do it on the next one. Okay. And that would be cute just to tuck into your pocket, over in your belly band, just like that. Okay, so there's one. Let's see what we've got here. Let's do this one. Well, I was gonna fix that one since it's broke on the edges a little bit. Okay, so we've got some green here. Let's see what we can dress this one up with a little bit. There's another stamp. It's got some green in it, so that would be good. Let me see here. I mean, it's really totally up to you. Green on green, I don't like that. That's cute. Let's do that. Okay. Now I think with just this thin paper, we'll get away with just using some glue stick. But let's ink that up first. Put some vintage lace. Like I said, bring in a little bling, whatever you want to do. Okay. And then this one, so I got to position it where I want it. So I'll get them both glued up at the same time here. Try and get them straight. I want that peeking out. Like that. Very cute. Put a little ink in on this one. Okay. How about that? I think it's cute. And anybody receiving it, like I said, if you give it as a gift, would love something like that. Put a little ink around the edges, distress it. And that in itself, just inking around the edges helps on the cracking quite a bit. There we go, look at that. How cute. I like it. Okay, let's see. Can we get another one down? Here's a blue one. It says Merry Christmas. You know, we could use some blue. Just something like that. That's cute. Let's do that. Bring in some more ink. You don't need a lot, I don't think. Yeah, but it's definitely up to your taste. You know, you can get away with not doing any ink if you wanted to. Totally up to you. Take that straight. Okay. And there we go. And I have some, let's see if this will fit. Little pieces left over, some little Christmas trim. Oh, that would look cute on there because that red. That look cute on there as well. Just totally brings in a little bit of the red from the berries. That looks really cute as well. But I think we'll just leave that one alone since we've got one with trim already. But let's ink around the edges here. And another thing that works good on cracking, I'll show you on this one since there's quite a bit, but I may have to go back over and do some additional work on this one. We'll have to see as I'm handling it. See, this one's tearing a little bit. But what you could do is take a little bit of glue, just put a little bead on your finger like so, and just run it right across. And then smooth it over. And that just kind of, it softens the paper temporarily, but as the glue dries, you get, you know, it strengthens it. Okay. And it doesn't need, you don't need much, just a little bit. Just run it over the edges. And just let it sit for a good 10 or 15 minutes until it completely dries. Okay. We'll do the other side. And there we go. Okay. So there's one. Move this out of the way. You get the idea. We've all done envelopes before, but just another little take on them. Okay. So there's one. And there's one. Oh, and these finished envelopes are 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay. So there you go, guys. Just decorating some Christmas envelopes, okay? Very cute. It'll look great in a journal. All right. Thank you so much for watching, sharing your time with me today. I'll see you on the next video, okay? Take care and God bless.